Welcome back, Football Manager fanatics, to another episode of Testing Your Tactics. In today's episode, we have Josh Daly's Genius Ten Hag tactic on FM Scout. Link is in the description down below. Let's hit the intro and let's get into it. Now, as always with these tactics, we're going to be going on holiday for the season with no badges, no past experience, with our assistant manager taking control. The transfer window is closed in the first window as well, but we don't make any transfers with this. It's just going to be a raw run just to see how we get on. Now, if you find this video useful, let me know down below what tactics you want me to test going forward. Hit the like button and subscribe, and let's get into the test. So here we are on the FM Scout page. If you haven't already, go and watch Josh's video on his channel and hit a like button as well. So the Genius 4-2-3-1-4-3-3 with a 94% win rate. Let's download the tactic. And it's coming up in the corner as a Peter Bosz 2-3-3-2-3-1. But yeah, we'll get into the tactic and we'll see how it looks. Now the tactic has been loaded in. I'm not sure if it's the correct tactic from the video, but it is the one that is on the link on the FM Scout page. So we're just going to go with it anyway. Maybe the name has changed since it was originally uploaded, but yeah. So it is a 4-1-2-2-1 or a 4-3-3 formation. Sweeper keeper on support with take more risks. A complete wing back on the left hand side on support with dribble more, run wide with the ball as extra instructions. On the right hand side, it's a wing back on defend with cross more often. Two ball playing defenders with no additional instructions put on them. A defense midfielder on support with tackle harder. A centre midfielder on attack on the right hand side of the midfield too, with dribble more, shoot more often and move into channels. Roaming playmaker on support, no additional instructions. An inside forward on attack on the left hand side, no additional instructions there. A winger on support on the right hand side with cut inside with the ball and to get further forward. And then a deep line forward on attack with shoot less often. And looking at the attacking mentality here, in possession, fairly wide attacking width with pass into space, a play at the defence, standard passing directness and a slightly higher tempo as well. Mixed crosses in the final third with no other instructions set. In transition, counter press and counter, distribute to centre backs and to take short kicks as well. And then out of possession, high line of engagement, a higher defensive line with a much more often trigger press and no other instructions. Now, with this test, we're going to be going on with Manchester United, with Borussia Dortmund, and with Ajax as well. Let's get into it. Now, the media prediction was 4 for Manchester United, but we have finished in 3rd place, which is not too bad. 20 wins, 10 draws, and 8 losses as well, with a plus goal difference of 34. Looking at the player stats, however, Haaland, top goal scorer of 39 goals in the Premier League, absolutely crazy. Marcus Rashford is our only Man United player in the average rating with 7.32, but Bruno Fernandes has 17 assists, topping the charts for the season. Rashford with 8 player of the matches and Wan-Bissaka with 10 yellow cards. And looking at the team stats with this tactic, 77 shots for Manchester United, second highest in the league, but 105 from Man City. I mean, Haaland had a season on fire. Most shots for, we were second with 558. With the few shots against of 323. We actually made it onto the most possession field as well. 55%, finishing 8th overall in the Premier League. 7th for dribbles made. 8th for clean sheets with 11. And the fewest conceded. We conceded the 6th fewest goals with 43. And in other competitions, we were knocked out in the Champions League quarter-final to Barcelona. 4th round of the FA Cup to Hull City. That's a poor one. And Carabao Cup were knocked out in the 3rd round by Ipswich Town. And things started quite well. We had a couple of wins straight away, beat Liverpool 2-0, and we didn't actually lose until the 7th of October. What's that? 8 games in, and our 8th game we lost 1-0 to Wolves. But then we picked it up again with some good victories here, a 5-0 against Bournemouth, 5-2 against Fulham, a 6-1 against Burnley, and we had 8 losses in total as well. If you look at Liverpool 3-0, a couple of 1-0s to Chelsea and to Tottenham, Fulham 1-0, they got their revenge, and Everton 2-1. But we started off, well, we finished the end season quite strongly there. So all in all, it's not too bad of a tactic, this one. And then lastly, looking at the goals scored, Rashford topped the charts with 20 goals and 5 assists. Fernandes, probably the overall best player with 19 goals and 19 assists. Højlund 15 and 4, and Jadon Sancho got 8 and 3. But Mason Mount, to be fair to him, 8 goals and 10 assists. A lot of goals to spread around this team. But next up is going to be our Borussia Dortmund challenge. Let's get into it. Now, Borussia Dortmund's media prediction was second, and disappointingly, we've actually finished in 4th place here. It was only 3 points from finishing in 5th, so I'm surprised we kept our job with this one. 17 wins, 9 draws, and 8 losses with this one. A plus goal difference of 21. Now, looking at the player stats as well, none of our players have made it in for the goals or for the average rating, but Marco Reus joint top of the assist charts with 12 across the season. Quite interestingly, with the team stats, it matches Man United ones with the kind of the tables that were involved in here. So most goals, we're 3rd with 59 across the season. Most shots for, 2nd. Fewest shots against, in 5th place here. Pass completion we're not a part of, but most possession we're 6th with 54%. Most tackles won, we're not involved there, but 4th for the most dribbles made, 7th for the most clean sheets, and 8th for the most, or the fewest conceded goals. Other competitions, disappointingly, we didn't even make it out the Champions League group stage. We was knocked out in the group stage there, and were knocked out in the 2nd round of the DFB Pokal to Bayer Leverkusen. They started off the season quite well with a 3-0 victory against Cologne, but then came crashing down to earth with a 1-0 loss to Bochum. But it's been good victories in this. 3-0 to Wolfsburg, 4-0 to Union Berlin. We got a 3-0 against Leipzig as well. But just too many kind of losses that we shouldn't be kind of having. We lost 2-0 to Bayer Leverkusen. We lost 6-0 to Leipzig, 4-2 to Bayern, 2-0 to Freiburg. Cologne got their revenge with a 2-1 victory as well. So, yeah, not as great as a Manchester United one, but it's a different league, I suppose. And then lastly, looking at the squad stats, Sebastian Haller, 15 goals and 3 assists. The goals were not spread around as much with this kind of Borussia Dortmund team. Brandt, Giovanni Reina and Sabitzer all getting 6 goals. Daniel Marlin getting 11 assists and Marco Reus getting 13 assists across the whole season. It wasn't a fantastic kind of showing for this tactic with Borussia Dortmund, but our last one is with Ajax, and let's get into it. Or maybe not. Our media prediction was finished in 3rd, and we actually got sacked. No comment, Ross. No comment at all. Our job history, looking at it, Ajax were in 6th position when they got rid of us. When did they get rid of us? 25th of February. I mean, is there any point having a look at how they're getting on? I suppose let's have a quick look at how they are doing. So we go to the league table for the Eredivisie, and they've actually made it up into 3rd place since getting rid of us. Yeah, not kind of fantastic showing there, but they don't always work out. Now, a quick summary to this tactic. I'm very confused why it's a Peter Bosz tactic, not the Ten Hag one that is in the link on FM Scout. So Josh, if you do see this, please update that link, and when you do, let me know, and I'll do another test again. But yeah, I'll probably stick away from this Peter Bosz tactic as it is, but yeah, on to the next one. Now, if you found this video useful, let me know down below what other tactics you want me to test out. Hit the like button and subscribe, and there's more videos over here for you to check out. Enjoy.